3 years ago, before I had a van, a YouTube channel, or really any idea what I was going to do with my life, I packed up everything I owned and ventured westward for my first time ever. Though I spent the majority of the next 2 years exploring Colorado, where I fell in love with the massive mountain ranges, high alpine rides, and big open spaces, there is another frontier I've been dying to check out. This year, I was finally able to peel myself away from Colorado, and although I know it may seem like all I did was skip right through the PNW and go straight to Whistler, well, yeah, that actually is exactly what I did. But on my way back down, I did get the chance to spend a little time sampling some stateside loam in Washington. Although I only got to scratch the surface of this mountain bike mecca, I was really impressed with what I saw, and I wasn't alone. For the past couple weeks, I've kind of had my own little mountain bike dirtbag caravan thing going on. Some of you may remember my friend Haley from previous videos riding together, or perhaps from the tour of her awesome van setup. We crossed paths up in Bellingham and decided we'd head down to Seattle together. My friend Jared is with us too, and he's just driven all the way out here from Asheville, North Carolina. It's his first time visiting Washington as well, so needless to say, we're all super stoked to get out and ride. I was immediately reminded just how much fun it is to ride with these guys as we dropped in for one of our first rides on the super flowy Poppin' Tops Trail at Raging River. Jared and I are right about at the same skill level, but he's just a bit faster, which makes my job of chasing him down the trail that much more fun and challenging.
Woo! Yeah, bud. Woo! Oh, wow. Yeah, bud. Trapping! Good shit! Yeah! Good riding, dude. That felt real good. Come to daddy. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Oh my goodness. Look at this. This one really got me.
Our arrival to the area couldn't have started better. All three of us were immediately connected to the local riding community through our friend Christina, or as you all may better know her, Sketchy Trails. She's the artist behind my most raddest channel t-shirt design yet, and although I've known Christina through the internet for over a year now, we've never actually met in person, so it was super cool to finally meet her and get out for a bike ride. Turns out, Christina was the perfect friend to have in the area as she seemed like she knew everyone in the local riding community. Before we knew it, we were connected with an awesome group of friends for everything from rides to a place to park the van at night and work on our bikes. The Seattle Singletrack continued to deliver. I was constantly amazed with the amount of riding options found right within a half-hour radius just east of this massive metropolitan area. Just a few exits further down from Raging River is yet another awesome trail system, the relatively new Tiger Mountain. Out of the places I rode in Seattle, this was probably my favorite. I had ridden here once with Haley already, so I was really stoked to get to show Jordan around and return the favor from the time he took me out riding on the North Shore.
Guys, look at who it is. Jordan, the Boost Master, the OG. Fun story. You were the first person I ever saw put a mountain bike video on YouTube.
Oh yeah?
Way back, like way back.
I'm not so sure I can pinpoint just one thing that made these trails so enjoyable to me, but perhaps it had something to do with the awesome area and its gorgeous lush forest. I truly enjoyed the feeling of being immersed in the wild while out here exploring, despite still being so close to civilization. Or maybe the reason I enjoy Tiger so much was the amazing variety of single track. Tiger Mountain truly has something for everyone, from awesome flow and jumps to full-on double black diamond gnar. Each trail has its own unique feel to it, and each was evidently made with care, creativity, and of course, that classic PNW hero dirt.
So the flow is over. Now we have to work for it a lot more.
A couple of my favorite trails were the raw and uncut No TG and EBAD. I had ridden No TG on my previous visit with Haley, and I absolutely loved it. So I was keen to take Jordan down it on our first run.
Dropping down on No TG. Let's give her. Only my second time down this ever. I do not remember. That was weird.
Though this trail was more natural and rough, I really loved the challenge of finding the flow amidst these roots and ruts, while also seeking double up opportunities any chance I got.
Oh, that was terrible. Don't do that. Oh my God. That's not the line.
Judging from the sounds behind me, Jordan was digging it too.
And then
I bottomed out everything.
I just felt like my back tire was like on the back side of something. It was pretty bad.
It was awkward.
Oh man. Something got loose.
The EBAD trail was a recommendation to us from Christina, and despite being a little less gnarly, it was a whole lot steeper. Not to mention, both Jordan and I were running this one
Down
blind.
a trail neither of us has any idea about. This will be spicy. All right, bud. Let's give her. This is steep. Yeah. Dude, this trail is fucking awesome. Christina, you were so right. Ah! Sorry. I was looking off that way because it looked like the trail ended.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost had a clean run.
Yeah.
That was really fun. My forearms are toast.
Yeah.
Good shit. You were going real fast, man.
In the end, it could have been the scenery, or it could have been the trails that made my time at Tiger Mountain so enjoyable. Hell, I could just be totally biased simply because I had a great time with my buddy Jordan here. After all, if there's anything I've learned in my years of mountain biking, it's not so much where or what you were riding, it's who you were riding with that really matters. In fact, that's something that I think about all the time. About how fortunate I am to have a built-in friend group pretty much everywhere I go thanks to this channel and the community surrounding it, and I'm always looking for ways to connect with this community offline in a real way. One of my absolute favorite things to do when visiting a new area is to meet up with the members of my Patreon community, the group of subscribers that contributes directly to the production of my videos in return for bonus content and exclusive sampler merch. Basically, these guys are the ones that make it financially possible for me to create free YouTube videos for everyone else. So it's no surprise that I'm always so stoked for the chance to meet them in person and get out for a ride, get to know them a little bit better, and really just say thanks. So that's exactly what we did.
This is first time to the famous Duthie Hill Mountain Bike Park. Doing a group ride with some local patrons. Pretty stoked to meet some of the family around the Seattle area and to ride this place.
Duthie Hill is a place that I've heard a lot of when talking about Seattle, and now I understand why. Duthie is important to the area not only because it provides an approachable and safe place to try out mountain biking, but more importantly, because it's the perfect place to progress. After all, that's what really keeps us all coming back. The better we get on the bike, the more fun riding becomes. And there is nowhere better to learn and hone new skills than Duty.
Let's do it.
Everything here is geared towards making you a better rider. From the dual slalom pump track entry to the gradually progressive jump lines and even the central skills zone.
Great thing to learn on, man. It's so good. Yo, this is such a good place to learn.
It's perfect.
It's amazing.
Just take this simple set of 4 progressive drops, for example. We must have spent at least an hour just playing around on these. And as everyone progressed their way down the drops, Jared and I were getting creative and challenging ourselves to something we weren't even really sure was possible.
A little bit, but it's further back too.
Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, dude.
Sure, we failed a bunch, but it was never such a big leap that the failure was going to end catastrophically. By working up in such small increments, by the time we got to the second to last one, we knew we had enough juice to get up to the biggest.
Dude, I think we can do it. Dude. Oh, that is way higher. If I actually jump, I think I can do that. Yeah! Oh, yeah!
And this is the beauty of proper progression. Though we weren't sure we could do it, we were able to work our way up little by little and find out.
All right. You guys want to go get another trail?
Yeah.
Tiger Mountain may have been my favorite trail, but I think that Duty Hill is the most important trail in the area and is a big factor in continuing to grow the community here. Because of the accessibility of this place, I'm certain that many now full-fledged mountain bikers were first introduced to the sport here. And to all you guys that get to use this place as your learning grounds, I hope you guys know how good you have it.
Whoa! That one kicks you up! Yeah!
Right?
Yeah, dude, what? This is so fun!
I'm gonna check out this one here.
All right. How many of you guys
At the end of our ride, I found myself in the van swarmed by a group of stoked Groms.
These bad boys.
Oh, snap. Never before seen.
Oh, this is the way.
Yeah, guys.
Okay, that's sick. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for coming and saying hey. Don't be shy. Don't be shy when you see YouTubers. We're just people. Mountain bikers.
There's a bed.
Y'all can hop up in there. I'm not gonna shut the door, I swear.
Yes, you will.
Put out an Amber Alert.
There's adult supervision, I swear.
It's interactions like these that really make me love what I do, and also summarize why I truly love the Seattle mountain bike scene so much. From the day I arrived in town, I felt welcomed with open arms here. The Seattle community really made me feel like I was part of their awesome mountain bike family. And that is pretty special if you ask me. My time here may have been short, but it left a lasting impact, and I definitely plan to come back and explore more. So thank you to everyone I met in Washington along the way. You all rock! And thanks to everyone else that made it this far in the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did and want to see more, make sure to subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified when a new video goes live. And if you're interested in the bonus content or sampler swag, or maybe even just helping support the production of these videos, I'll put a link to the Patreon community down below. That's all for today, and until I see you guys next time, you know what to do.
Live free, ride hard, and get stoked. You. Cool.
Thanks for your time, man.
Yeah, guys. Whoa, what is this? This is awesome! Yeah! That feature's so sick!